Hey guys, what's up? It's PTR Slim here. I'm going to be showing you how to fix up a knife and the easy materials you need. So what you're going to need first is spray, Tri-Flow, Superior Lubricant. That sounded really wrong. Goo. Well, anyway, it works for getting off rust. This also is... you can use WD-40, it works just as good for knives, but this stuff works better for bikes because it actually gets into the gears and you don't have to rub it in and it actually spreads easier. So, and then this is the knife I'm going to be working on today, and I don't have a 2500 or 3000 grit sandpaper. You can order that on Amazon, $4 or $5, and that will give your knife a mirror finish. And I'm going to be ordering some in the next 2 weeks, and so I have 220 grit, 400, 800, and 1500, and I have a Black & Decker polisher and sander. Cost me about $40. And yeah, so what you're gonna want to do first, this is mainly prepping for staining, but if you just want to work on a knife without staining it, make sure you put 2 cloths in so it doesn't hurt the blade and it doesn't hurt the handle when you do sand it down. So you just stick your knife in however you want it. Hold on. Tighten up your vise. Then I have 80 grit on here, which it works really well, and then you just I did it for a second right there, but you just start sanding it down. So yeah, I'm gonna pause this until I'm done. So eventually you're gonna need to transition it, and unfortunately it's a little loose. Especially it's all tight, won't do anything. And yeah, I'm gonna finish sanding this. So yeah, whatever strategies you guys need to use to flip it around or do anything like that, and just make sure you get all of it sanded, do it. So yep, I'm gonna pause this later. Alright guys, well, I'm done sanding it. As you can tell a difference. Well, alright, now I just usually get my 220 grit and rub it down just tiny bit, just to get a little pretty. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it loosens it all up, and then I go over it with, it is 80 grit on here, which is better into the hundreds, just no higher than 400 grit. But yeah, and then you just start and I'm going to pause the video while I do that, and I'll be right back. And if you're in the middle, you notice you can't get some of it off, shake up your Tri-Flow or WD-40, spray it up and down the blade once, rub it in, let it sit for 40 seconds, and then go at it. And then I will show you guys what it looks like after that. And if you guys did want to, you could put your you can put this in the grinder. Don't put it on there too tight though, just enough to where it won't wiggle. And then you just hit start, and yeah, you just keep on going it like this. And yeah, I'll do that and see how it's done. So here is that side after I'm done, and that's honestly about as good as you're gonna get it unless you have a higher edge thing. So yeah, see this side and then see that side. Big difference. And now let's do the other side. Alright guys, well, honestly, I didn't make this. Alright, I didn't make this 100% perfect, but it looks alright. I like to always leave a little in there, just so you know it's a little aged. So after you do that, you want to get your 220, your 400, 800, and 1500. Alright guys, 220, which I'm going to go get a new one tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, so you're going to need one just this big, not this big, not this big. Now you're going to be splitting those in half, so make sure you know which ones you used. Just set them somewhere in alphabetical order or whatever. Alright, now what you're going to want to do is just take a paper towel, do a nice little coating around it, open up your vise or whatever you're using it on, press, whatever. I've seen people do it with press. Like, it's a knife press. Anyway, tighten it. Alright, now you're gonna wanna alright. So you just go over it with the 220. See what the 80 grit did, it created huge micro scratches that need to be filled in. And so whatever side you want to use, make sure you try to do the same thing to the other side. And I'm just going to be doing this really quick. I'm moving on, and then I'll do it on my own time. So after you do that, I usually have it just do a separate side, and so you do that once regular, and then once with the oil, like the fry plate. Now you do the same thing. See, the higher grit it goes, the smaller the scratches and the finer it gets. See, like what can I demonstrate on? Alright, shiny knife. Oh, partial shiny. Now, I'm guessing that was ended on a 1500. I should see 800 grit. You can start to see the little micro scratches right there. I don't know if I just dig in just a tiny bit more. If you notice carefully, start seeing. And so the higher grit you go, which I'm going to be going up to 3000 here soon, it gives it a mirror finish. So yeah, you just do the same thing. And yeah, I'm going to pause while I do that. So every single time you move off a grate, you just want to grab a piece of cloth or whatever and wipe it down, and as you can see, some more metal started to come off and just like rust. So yeah, let's start off with the 400. So you need to split these one more time. The first coat will be with it. And then the second coat will be without it. Got some of that in my mouth. It tastes lovely. Lovely. Well, anyway, then you just make sure you can wrap around the blade. Start at the bottom. Up, down. Up, down. Up. And then you can start going faster, doing whatever. And do that for a good 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video while I do that. Oh, sorry, I accidentally paused. Let me finish this real quick. Alright, so you notice more and more start to come off. Alright, well, as you can notice, it's a lot more shinier, which we just got to the 400, so it's not too bad. So, yeah, which that's basically all you do. And I'm going to pause it while I do the rest, and then I'll take you on to the next sanding step. Alright, so after you're done with all that, you've done this other stuff with your sandpaper. Sorry, a lot of wood there. You just simply repeat the steps, but without doing it with the oil, like stuff over there. And instead, you just set it right there, handle over the edge. Go for about 3 to 5 minutes with this, and then move on. Yeah. Well, I will show you guys what the result is when it's done. Alright, well, here's the end result. And, yeah, and if you want to learn how to put a tip, I'll just show that real quick. Put some, put something around the handle that will protect it. Put it back in the vise. And then just... Well, there is a semi-tip. The sander's getting overheated. But, yeah. And unfortunately, it does usually dull in the process. And if you want to dull your knives really well, this is great stuff to do it. Just cut this like 20 times, and it's drywall screen. And I had my sharpest knife I had. My crazy knife guy himself told me to cut it, and because it's going to make it sharper, and I didn't know that it would make it duller at the time. And it wouldn't. I tried cutting a piece of paper, and the paper looked like someone just put it in an elephant's butt, and the elephant's butt pooped it out. So, and if you don't want to go by that, just choose the side of your stone, and just, or, sorry for making this video so long. Each of my videos are long. I just tend to take longer to get into things. And, yeah, sorry about the long video, but there you guys, now you know how to fix up a knife, and maybe I will post a video on how to put stains on knives and how to change the neck collar handle. Yep, peace out, guys, later.